Made it! Oh! Let's go!
Hey, King J. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing good myself. I'm really tired though. But I wanted to get my final attempt of this in today so that I can move on. I can fully move, so that I can actually be on full focus with Deluxe. Although, finding time to stream for the first couple of weeks is going to be super tight. I won't be able to stream much during the week. That means I was more productive than you, Mingli. But no. Why were you unproductive today? Dude, I can't wait to, like, when I get back into Deluxe All Castles, that I don't have to grab Baby Yoshi anymore. It's gonna make 3-2. It's gonna, like, save all my suffering from 3-2. It's gonna, all of that's gonna go away when I do, Deluxe All Castles for once. Well, if you stream 3 hours of runs, it should be progress. Right? I mean, have you finished any runs in the 3 hours that you did? If so, then that's not progress. Oh, you didn't? Okay. That makes sense, I guess. My rule with runs that make quote-unquote no progress is that if I decide I want to do one more attempt, then I just make it a no reset. But, I don't know. I don't even know what you were running. Because I was at work when you were streaming, probably. Man, that door entry's bad. Okay. I don't really know. Why does that happen, man? Dude, I lost like 60 frames because of no, not 60 frames, like 50 frames due to 3-2 being bad. I was thinking about maybe like doing something casual after all castles, but I don't know. It really depends on how I'm feeling after this run, because I'm like super tired right now. I hate it when I lose momentum right there. It's so annoying. You even get 78 because of that lost momentum. I don't know. Playing Smash, that's casual. I got punished by RNG right there. That sucks. The thing is that if I do play Smash, I might complain about the game, and I don't feel like complaining about the game. There's a lot of games that I wish I like everyone else. I had high hopes that I might have liked Sunshine. Didn't happen. I thought I had hopes of liking Mega Man 3. That didn't happen. I had hopes of liking this game. That didn't happen. And then I had high hopes of liking Ultimate. Well, then again, Ultimate I wasn't really that excited about when it first came out. Same with Mario Kart 8. I didn't have much expectations of Mario Kart 8 at all. I guess.
Ho-ho!
This is 10,000 times worse than I thought it would be.
I guess you could say that, but the thing is, like, I don't know, like, with Sunshine, on the other hand, it's not really too much different from playing Mario 64, because you still get to explore stuff and all that. Like, I like that about Sunshine. I just don't like but the gameplay mechanics just aren't as good as I thought they were. They were. Maybe I'm just like used to watching good players play SMS.
You made it.
And these? And what's the setting? What is that?
Ha!
And this here? What's that? Fudge from the mud pie. That's sat on top of a leg of lamb. That's dripping with drugs. You with me? The place is littered with shit. Everywhere you turn. And for me, it was bad enough to see the crap in the dining room. I didn't expect that walking to be festering my ears.
I will admit though, when Odyssey was first announced, I didn't really have that much expectations of that game either. And then when I started playing Odyssey, I ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I was going to. I actually don't know why my expectations were low when Odyssey was first announced. Maybe it's because, like, I'm a lot better at playing older games than the newer games. So it's like, for some newer games, I don't really expect much out of them. But for Odyssey, I ended up liking a lot more than I thought I was going to. I mean, I wasn't saying I was gonna dislike Odyssey, but I definitely liked it a lot more than I thought. Damn it.
Oh, secret. Oh. Let's go.
Celeste looked amazing when I first watched Ivan. That was the first person I watched Celeste from. Some Ivan playing it, and it actually looked really good. I didn't actually see myself playing it, to be honest, because my mindset is on Nintendo. not other genres. That's of course not me saying. Well, that's of course like just. I'm not. Of course, I'm not saying that I only like Nintendo games, because there are definitely a lot of good games that are outside of Nintendo. Nice. That was a nice triple jump. Why do you always go left? Every single run lately, you always go left. Still saving time on balance. Oh, at least we're balanced. I don't even care if I PB. I mean, I can still technically PB this run, but I don't care about it. Oh yeah? What made you want to play it? If you weren't intrigued by it? I actually don't know what made me want to play it. I just bought the game and decided to play it. That's really it.
Let's go.
When I watch gameplay videos of Okami like 7 years ago. I like the art style and all that, but I didn't really see myself playing it. Until like Vinny was like, "Hey, do you want to borrow my copy of Okami?" And then I, you know, did my blind let's play of it like 5 years ago, and then it was amazing. It was an amazing game. Like I definitely would definitely replay Okami. And then it came out on the Switch, and that was my chance to replay through it, and it was awesome. No, it was definitely not because of you.
Made it. Oh. Yeah.
I had like no particular reason as to why I bought Celeste. Oh, and Mario Party games 3 and 5, I had expectations in those games because I love the Mario Party series. Usually, And then I played 3 and 5 for N64 and GameCube, and those games are terrible.
Let's go.
I forgot about those games. How could I ever forget about those games? Disliked them so much I forgot about them. Okay. Because that totally is how it works for games that you don't like. Try your best not to remember them.
Phew, made it. Ha. Yeah. Let's go.
Have you ever disliked a game so much that you try to not remember its title? That's never me. Except somehow I forgot about Mario Party 5, 3 and 5.
Oh, secret.
Oh, and 1. 1 was bad too.
Ha. Let's go. Cha. Ah.
Oh! So fun fact, Super Bro is harder in Deluxe if you're using Toad or Toadette for some reason. For some reason, Toad and Toadette have a harder time going through these guys' hitbox. It's dumb.
Yes, I'm a winner.
Yeah, game design in Deluxe. It's because their hitbox are different, and so for some reason, going through the Sumo Bro as Toad and Toadette is just impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but it's hard, and it makes no sense to me. King J, you should go for the top dog achievement in Okami once you get it. It's a lot of fun to go for, trust me.
Yes, I'm a winner. Yeah.
Same DCA. I can't wait to be out of this game forever. Except it's not gonna be forever. Because it is possible that I'll be back to this game. But in all seriousness, what's kicking your butt right now? I'm stupid. That's bullshit. I lost like a second and a half because I missed that.
Ha! Let's go!
Ground pounding on the clown car? Hold on, I need to see the full message. Okay, hold on. 108 final battle, and the game made me do a ground pound move with the clown car, and I died because. But ground pounding makes you get on the clown car faster. Dude, I need like God RNG in order to make up that second and a half time loss that I lost on 7-1. Oh, when you drill onto okay, the drill move. When you drill with the clown car, okay. Were you shaking your controller? Because shaking the controller also drills Bowser Jr.'s clown car downwards. Better RNG in my PB, but that's still not the ideal. Well, I'm still losing time in the split. Yeah, that's a lot of time loss. Okay, you might have been like mashing really hard or you might have been mashing hard to the point where the game like thinks you're shaking the controller. Although, that shouldn't really happen because this game's not New Super Mario Bros. Wii, where Wii's motion controls are sensitive as heck. No, ground pounding on Bowser Jr. while he's on the clown car lets you get in faster. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate then. I almost held ZL to play as Nabbit in this castle. That would have been bad. Dude, imagine if this actually PBs. Yeah, it sucks that you probably like mash to fly upward, to hover upwards to a point where the game just thinks that you're shaking the controller. I've had moments like that that happened before. Well, that was when I used to use Wii Remote for this game. I forget if Wii Remote motion controls are sensitive in this. I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
Keep in mind, I lost a lot of time on Bowser in my PB.
Ho-ho!
Because I was nervous on the Bowser fight.
Yo! Wow.
Because the Switch itself has motion controls, so they want to expand the uses of motion controls. That's why Odyssey is a pain to run.
Whoa!
Odyssey is a huge pain to run because you have to swing your arms around a lot in order to go fast. You also have to look stupid on camera if you want to go fast in Odyssey because you have to roll a lot. Dude, I love watching Odyssey speedruns where the streamer has a camera on because they look so funny whenever they roll.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
Dude, grinding all castles is a ridiculous pain, man. I mean, I've had my fair shares. I've had my fair shares with my grind of this category in this game. It's frustrating, especially with how much RNG this category has. Well, not only there's a lot of not only there's more RNG than in any percents, but there's also a lot more harder levels. Well, the levels are harder they're not harder levels, but there are a ton of levels that are tricky to go through. And because like you have to play so well for like 70 minutes in order to actually be satisfied with the run itself, it takes a lot of endurance. How did I gold that?
Luigi!
No, it's not that hard, but it's definitely not free. That's for sure. Like, I've been at that spot before. Fuck, man. Do people laugh at you for rolling a lot? Because you look silly on camera? I bet if I was watching you, I'd be laughing. In what? What's my PB in what?
Let's go.
My PB in All Castles Toadette is 108.18. But in that run I lost like a minute to execution. Like a total of a minute to execution alone. And then like 30 seconds to RNG. So 106 is possible in all castles.
Made it.
Alright, I'm hiding chat. Be right back for 3 minutes.
What? Let's go.
Fuck, man. You didn't even get the full second time save.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
Luigi!
Okay, Bowser, let's do this. He jumps. That was it. That was it.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
That was the run.
Thank you.
What?
Damn.
Yeah.
You can't beat this run. You just can't. You just can't do anything about it. This run is dead. No one can beat this run. Except World 2 RNG was bad, so it can be beaten. Oh really? A lunar eclipse? That's... I haven't heard anything about a lunar eclipse going on. Alright, so... I started running all castles. Well, I started running New Super Luigi U as a speed game back in mid-January of 2016. So that's 3 years ago. My first category was all castles with a 127 something, and it wasn't that good. That was the first category I ran, because I didn't want to start with any percent, because any percent was a competitive category. And I did not want to do 100% either, because 100% would be too long. So I started with something that's not too long and not too short, which was all castles. At the time, all castles was not on the leaderboard. And so, you know, I made all castles more popular when I became a moderator of the NSLU leaderboards. I added all castles, more people started running it. I ran it twice. I had a 127, then I got a 120 as my second time. I ended it right there because I didn't enjoy I didn't enjoy NSLU as a speed game, so I stopped running it for like several months. Several months later, a runner named Supernova came by and told me like, hey, I want to get the all castles record in my Twitch chat. And so I didn't think much about it, but then the next day I decided to come back to NSLU because I kept that message in the back of my head. He asked me if I wanted to race him in 100%, and that was when I started learning 100%. I started learning 100% so I could race him on that category. After that race, I was motivated to come back to NSLU. And so, you know, then after that, it was just, you know, a grind, the all castles grind on which all castles runner was the better of the two between myself and Supernova. Then Stash came along, and it was just a three-way competition between all three of us. Stash got really good really fast, so good that he took the all castles world record with 106.36. You know, at that point, Noah and I both thought that Stash was an absolute god. So we just didn't bother to compete against him. Instead, we continued competing against each other. I was more into the all castles grind than he was, so I started putting more effort into the category than he did. And so I just kept doing runs over and over again. Until eventually I got my first sub 110, which was a 108. And at that point, I saw my sum best below world record, and then I thought, I can get world record. I'm 2 minutes off the world record. I can probably do it. And so that's when I decided to go all out on this category. I went from 108 to 107, and then that's when I officially started my world record grind of this category. And then after I got my first world record here, which was a 106.15, that's when I decided to figure out how far can the category go. And I achieved many goals of this category ever since I got my first world record. And then ever since that, I also achieved many goals of New Super Luigi as a whole, such as, you know, getting record 100%, getting a deathless record in 100%, getting the first ever sub 220, and then just basically just pushing my limits of this game to see how far I could go. And then in the process of my journey of this game, I met many cool NSMB community members, such as there was Tompa, there's Gix, My Little Walrus, and then eventually, I met runners like Juice ACD, Diamond Crafter, Mitch, and then Latchers, who's also pushing his limits to the game. And then now New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe came out, and our NSMB community has grown like really fast since the NSMB since New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe came out, and we already have a really good community for that game alone. And it's really amazing to me. And now this is it for this game. I'm done with the Wii U version of New Super Luigi U, and I can finally be full focus on New Super Luigi U Deluxe, and possibly Mario Deluxe if I like it. If I like the run. But we'll see what happens from there. So that is all. I think that's all I have to say regarding my journey with New Super Luigi U. It's been a fun 3 year experience of this game. I never saw this game being my main speed game until my first record of this game.